Hello, hello. So, bastions, you need to learn them. We're going to start with treasure. Super duper safe route. So you're going to want to build up here. Then jump over here and block this off. Then we're going to craft all of them into gold. Going to make ourselves a golden helmet. And then see, even if bad things happen, we're safe. We're going to come along here. We're going to break this one. We're then going to break through here. Break here. Come in here. Block that. Mine that. Mine this. Place some blocks here so you don't fall out. Then we're going to drop all our lovely gold into here. Wonderful. Mine here so we can slide through. Loot the chest. Then we'll come up here. We'll mine these out. Nice and easy. This pattern is one that you just need to remember. But it should be pretty easy. We're going to then mine down here because that's right where the pigs are. Isn't that convenient? It's almost like it was planned. Then we're going to come along here. Up here, and then we'll get all these lovely backup blocks, and then we can make our way around to the other side, and where all the gold is in the same pattern. So you are going to have to learn this pattern, but it's a pretty easy pattern to learn. You shouldn't have any issue with it whatsoever. Yeah, so I would just do this. And then bring it all back here. There's 2 chests that you can then loot. And there's an extra gold block. Get rid of him. 2 chests you can loot, which hopefully you'll get all your stuff from. But there's also an extra gold block here, which you can get. But you probably won't need it, to be honest. However, unlike all the other bastions, this bastion has a mob spawner, which means a tech that I'll teach you when we have our session called Pyre won't work. And so to fix that, what we have to do is we have to go down. Generally, you're going to want a boat to do that. I've not got that in my bastion thing, so I'll have to craft one. And what we'll do is we'll boat down here. Then you want to put fire res on. You want to come down here. Throw a pearl, pause, and turn your ender distance down to 2. Then you're going to boat all the way down to the bottom of the treasure. And then you're going to break the spawner, which is over here. You can always tell where it is because it's always this bit here. I mean, it might be on the other side or whatever, but it will always look like this. And if you need extra gold because you've not got enough trades or whatever, you can loot the chests, you can mine the gold, and then when you're ready to go back up, you just increase your render distance, and you're here. How lovely. And then you can do your pyre from all your pydar from there. Which I'll teach you, not now, but in our session. But yeah, you see, I've got all the things I need, which we're looking for at least 20 obsidian, at least 2 stacks of pearls, and at least like a stack and a half or 2 stacks of string, and then like 3 or 4 fire res. We kind of want that. Yeah. So that's treasure. That's nice and easy. Now we've got housing. Housing's pretty easy. What you want to do is you want to try, I don't know what terrain you're going to have, but you want to try and get to the top over here. If you're coming in from the top, I'd like to build up to here, but if not, it's fine. You can loot chests if you want, but equally you really don't have to, because you can just like punch one of them and then come down, or you can just start, rather than punching them, you can hop in from the middle here and you can walk all the way down here. Most important thing is the route really starts here. You block those 2 off there, then you mine into here. There's a gold block there. You dig that first one, pigs can fall. Then you want to throw out a gold block there. And then we're going to come and mine these 2 gold blocks, use blocks to push them towards us, throw them down there so the pigs are distracted by them when we drop, place a block here, mine down 3, and then you just once more, this is another pattern of blocks to learn, but it's quite easy. You just dig forwards 1, there, and there, and there. Then when you get to this point, the gold's generally run out, so I like to place blocks there, and then do that, just so it's nice. And then it's just these blocks here. Housing is like the best, most consistent, easiest bastion, so you should learn this in no time at all, really. Then you can come up here. There's another chest. There's the chest at the top. Obviously, you can go back and loot them if you didn't loot them earlier. But also, there's a chest here if you just mine down here. Yeah, and then you just want to drop things. A good way of making sure you get everything in the bastion that you need is by splitting the stacks. So, like, I guarantee that, you know, there's enough space in my inventory for the things that I want. And then you can go, and then you can check the trades. You're like, actually, okay, I'm basically ready to leave. I've got two less obsidian than I want. So then I'll go and check all the chests. So that's what you'd do. And you'd come back up here. Anytime that you want to loot a triple, but there's pigs there, as long as you have a piece of gold armor to start with, which I'd advise you try and craft before you go into the bastion, then what you can do is you can dig down in the middle, place 2 blocks here, and as long as you've got a piece of gold armor on, then they won't attack you when you're digging, but then you'll only anger them here, but you aren't actually going to anger them because they can't see you. So that's housing. Next is bridge. So we're going to dig up, and then we'll just dig this out. Which isn't very exciting, so I'm going to do this. But I wouldn't recommend you do this because it can be dangerous. But if you want to learn, you can. But it's just easy to get knocked off. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make a gold helmet if you've not made one already before you come to the bastion, which I recommend you do. We're going to get our blocks out. You see there's hoglins and stuff. That's kind of scary. So we're going to build up here, then along here, and then we're going to mine our way into here. We'll we need to grab some stairs, ideally 3. Then we're going to dig up here, get the stairs out. Oh, I only got 2. Oh well, it's okay. Mine into there, build up here, so that there's 2 anywhere. Then you're going to mine, then we're going to throw gold into that hole. And then it should be all good, and that's bridge, just like all the others. Cool. So then if you get all the pigs and whatever and they're looting and they're trading, then what you can then do is go to the triple, and like we said with housing, and this is the same for treasure. If you want to loot them, and you see here the pigs, just do this, just mine, and then they won't get angry. And if they do, you can drop some gold, and it should all be okay. Yeah. That's really good, nice and easy, simple as pie. Now this is the hardest one. I'm going to teach you 2 different routes. So the first route is, this is stables, is triple. If you get 2 triples next to each other, either here or here, or here or here, not if there's one there and one there, that's not going to work. But if it's one and then the next one, what you do is you come down here, place a block there, then you just mine 3 into here. See, that one is done, but sometimes it's not there, so you have to place blocks. And then you just mine here, do a hole there. I'd like to dig those 2 first, and then put a block there. Drop the gold there. I'd break that one generally. Ah, there's a pig. You see, you get lots of pigs. And then, oh dear. And then you can come up here. There's 4 more gold blocks. This guy's chasing us, which isn't great. Lots of pigs, yeah, it's okay. Then you can throw them in, and after you've thrown them in, I'd recommend going to look at the chests. There shouldn't be any pigs up here, so it's easy to just loot. You know what I mean? Lovely, nice, easy. So this is like the easy variation of stables. If you get this, you're lucky. Oh dear, there's a pig, so I'll drop some gold. That's generally what we do. You can just press Q on something in a chest to drop it, if you didn't know that already. And then we can come back down here to collect all the trades. So lovely, this is the easy variation of stables. The other variation starts down here. you see this line here, that means it's a good gap. If you see it on the other side, that means that side's a good gap. You notice that it's a good gap. If you mine here and there's air, or if you mine down here and there's air. So if you wanna silly me. So if you wanna do a gap route, then from whichever bit you're entering, you wanna come in, and then from down there you'll start lower. From down there you'll start from this bit. But you come in, you place blocks here. This guy is being really annoying. And then you want to mine there. So you do through there, mine that. Oh, there's another pig here. Then you mine through here, mine all this gold. It's lovely. Pigs might come here, they might not. It really depends. Pigs will fall from up there though. And so this, that it can end up being really slow, depending on how many pigs there are. It's generally quicker if it's this side. If there is a bit of gilded blackstone, I'd recommend mining that so that more pigs get angry. And then if they get really scarily close, you can drop it like there. Then you can do this. Yeah, it's pretty chill, pretty easy. But like, it's just another route, and this is like quite a slow one. So you mine that one and that one. Actually, we've got so many pigs that maybe it won't be slow. I can like to mine down one there too, and put a block there, and then mine this. And then go and mine these ones. Pretty nice, pretty easy, pretty chill. And the idea is just that these are the safest routes that you can do. So there's a lot faster routes. Drop the gold for them, and then there's 2 backup blocks here, which I recommend you get, just so you get bonus trades, because you will really benefit from getting extra streams over the Bastion. So that you can make more beds in case your one cycle gets a little bit messy. If there's any stragglers like this, you can try and get them in the hole, but you might struggle to kill them. But yeah, and then if there's chests upstairs, you can go and loot them. And you should, because there will be always one chest with a guaranteed 5%. They can be a bit tricky. So yeah, there you go. That is Bastions. If you need anything, reach out. I'll be glad to help you. But that's basically it.